how's it going? Welcome back to the EnergyLax channel, and today I'm going to be answering some of your questions that you guys have sent me on my Instagram, and you guys have commented with hashtag #AskLamar, so I'm going to answer those questions in this Q&A video, so let's go. So there's a lot of questions, and I want to answer as many of these as possible, so if I don't get to yours, I'm sorry, but I will try to answer your question with another question so we can get through this as fast as possible. First question comes from Kelvin Chillax, and he asks, who will you collaborate with next? I am planning on collaborating with the Florida launch team, and very soon I'm hoping that I'll be able to make a collaboration with them. Hashtag #AskLamar, what tips do you have for a small guy just getting started in lacrosse? It doesn't matter if you're a small guy or big guy. It doesn't really matter. All that matters is how much work you put in, and some tips that I could give you is really put in a bunch of wall ball and try your hardest in everything you do. And like I said, just do a lot of wall ball because nothing beats wall ball. Hashtag #AskLamar, what social media do you like the most? The social media that I like the most is currently Instagram, then second is Snapchat, and then third is Twitter. Hashtag #AskLamar, who's your favorite lacrosse player of all time? My favorite lacrosse player of all time, I would have to say, is obviously Paul Abel. Just because he's helped me so much and he's inspired me so much. Even when I started off lacrosse, even though I didn't know him, he inspired me so much. Like he made me want to grow the game and, you know, get into the sport and all that stuff. So Paul Abel, obviously. This person did not put hashtag #AskLamar, but I'm gonna go ahead and answer it anyways. And he asked, bro, are you sponsored by Sleeves? No, I'm not sponsored by Sleeves. I am sponsored by Tilt Lacrosse, and that is the only clothing company that I am sponsored by. Clothing company. Hashtag #AskLamar, what inspired you to be the greatest freestyler ever? I didn't really expect to be the greatest freestyler ever. It just happened, you know. I love doing what I do, so eventually that turned into me being the greatest freestyler ever. You know, I never really thought that I'd be the greatest, and someone who really inspired me was Matt Gibson, because Matt Gibson was always doing crazy stick tricks on TLN and on String King, you know, and that just really inspired me to take lacrosse and freestyling to another level, and then, you know, grow the sport and do all that crazy stuff that I'm doing right now. So I guess Matt Gibson inspired me to be the greatest freestyler ever. Hashtag #AskLamar, how long did it take you to get this good? Andrew, it took me about 10 months to get this good. I've been practicing for 10 months now. I've been doing lacrosse for 10 months now, and I practice every single day for 2 to 3 hours, so I put in a lot of work. That gives me enough time to come up with new ideas and practice the ideas that I already know and, you know, master them and all that stuff. So it's taken me about 10 months to get this good. Hashtag #AskLamar, when did you start playing lacrosse? I started playing lacrosse about 10 months ago, and that was my freshman year of high school. Hashtag #AskLamar, what's your favorite MLL team? I have 2 favorite teams. My 2 favorite teams are the Florida Launch and the New York Blizzards. Hashtag #AskLamar, what head do you use? Instead of just telling you only what head do I use, I'm going to just tell you my whole entire stick setup, because I know a lot of people are asking that. So like I said in the past, in the past couple of videos, the head is a Rainbow Next. It was designed by Sparta_strings on Instagram. Make sure you go check them out. The mesh is Hero Mesh Semi-Soft by East Coast Dyes. The strings are String King laces. The shaft is a Warrior Platinum Tactical, as you can see right there. And then I just have some regular tape on my shaft, and it's a bat design, obviously by Paul Abel, like I said before. And that's pretty much my stick setup. I don't have anything else to it, so yeah. Hashtag #AskLamar, what or who got you into lacrosse? And then the one under that says, who inspired you to become a freestyler? So I'm going to just go ahead and answer both of those. For the one that says, what or who got you into lacrosse, I'm actually telling you a little story. Before I even started off lacrosse, or before I even thought of doing lacrosse, before my high school freshman year started, during the summer I actually started doing cross country. I did it for about a month or so, and then I quit because I didn't really like doing it. And then I moved on to football, but I couldn't join the football team because it was already too late for me. I wouldn't be able to learn all the plays and stuff. And then I thought, what would be the next best thing other than football? And I thought lacrosse. So I went and I joined the lacrosse team. And then from there on, Paul Abel inspired me to keep on going, you know, become the greatest and all that stuff. And then who inspired me to become a freestyler? Matt Gibson inspired me to become a freestyler, obviously, because he is the king of freestyle, obviously. He does so many insane things, and I'm constantly coming up with new ideas and mastering new ideas that I've already come up with. And yeah, Matt Gibson is the one that inspired me to become a freestyler. This person didn't put hashtag #AskLamar, but then again, I'm going to go ahead and answer it because I love answering your questions and I want to get through as many of these as possible. And he asked, what is your favorite college team? My favorite college team is the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. And I really like that team because they're so explosive and they can communicate very well. So that is my favorite college team. Hashtag Ask Lamar. How many tries does it take you to land a combo? That is a very good question. Thank you, Dev. And on average, it takes me about 10 to 15 minutes to land a combo. On really good days, it takes me about 3 to 5 minutes. And then on really bad days where I'm having a really bad day with my freestyle, it takes me about 15 to 20 minutes tops. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hashtag Ask Lamar. Any tips for new lacrosse players? I recently took up the sport and I want to improve by the time high school season starts. So I already answered this question, but I want to answer it personally for you. Something that I really recommend is go and talking to your coach and asking him for different exercises that you could do that could help improve you and improve your skills and all that stuff. And if you can't get in contact with your coach, I recommend that you do a lot of wall ball because, like I said before, nothing beats wall ball. So do a lot of wall ball, and then when the school season starts, ask your coach for exercises. Hashtag Ask Lamar. What inspired you to do YouTube? That is a really good question. So what inspired me to do YouTube is that I wasn't getting enough time out of my YouTube, out of my Instagram videos, because you can only get 60 seconds out of your Instagram videos. So I thought, what other way can you get longer videos out of what you're doing? And I thought YouTube is the best way to do that, and it turned out to be a really good way. I've been able to show you guys my weapon of choice, how to sidewall saw and all that stuff, my wall ball tips and all that stuff. And it's really worked out because I don't have to rush everything into one 60-second clip, and it's just a lot better. Hashtag Ask Lamar. What makes you so dedicated to lacrosse, and who inspired you to play? What makes me so dedicated to lacrosse is that there's always constantly something to do. People are always raising the bar, and there's always something to do in lacrosse. There's always something to achieve, especially in freestyle. People are always coming up with crazy ideas, and you're constantly trying to master those ideas. And that's what keeps me going in lacrosse, and just the fact that I love doing it. Who inspired me to play? Like I said before, Paul Abel inspired me to play lacrosse, and then Matt Gibson inspired me to do freestyle in lacrosse. Hashtag Ask Lamar. Do you play any other sports besides lacrosse? I don't really play them like with a team or anything like I do with lacrosse, but I do practice soccer and longboarding, which are my two favorite hobbies other than lacrosse, and I guess those are the other sports I play other than lacrosse. Hashtag Ask Lamar. Do you think it's easier for tricks on different heads? So it varies from head to head, and what I could tell you is always try to find a lacrosse head that has a lot of curve to it. As you can see, this one, it's kind of curved right there, and that's why I like this head so much. And not all the lacrosse heads are the same. They're all different, and not any lacrosse head will work for stick tricks or freestyle. So if you want to do freestyle specifically, you do have to find a lacrosse head that suits what it is you're looking for, which is freestyle, obviously. And yeah, it's definitely not easier with different lacrosse heads. Hashtag Ask Lamar. If you could meet anyone right now, who would it be? You threw a curveball at me because I would have to meet Matt Gibson, because Matt Gibson is the one that gave me all these insane ideas and insane all these insane things to start up freestyle and all that stuff. So I really look up to him as a role model. And another person I look up to as a role model, even though she doesn't do lacrosse, Indy Cowie, because Indy Cowie has done so much for her sport and inspiring other people to do soccer freestyle. And I think she's so amazing at what she does and inspiring people. And another person I would love to meet is Paul Abel. Even though I've already made a collaboration with him, I'd love to meet him in person. And then obviously the Lacrosse Network. I'd love to make a collab with the Lacrosse Network because they've really supported me a lot in my social media career, getting me noticed by a lot of lacrosse people and all that stuff. So yeah, I would have to say Matt Gibson. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A, and if I answered one of your questions, please hit the thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe down below. Also follow me on my social media, on my Instagram at energy_lax, follow me on my Twitter at energy_lax19, and follow me on my Snapchat, Lamar18Lamar. And until the next video, I'll see you guys later. See ya!